Hello everyone, I thought I'd jump on and do a little review of Living Proof, seeing as we all got to hear it yesterday. I said a couple of weeks back when I went to the listening party that Living Proof was one that I really, really enjoyed. Obviously, I'd only heard it the one time at that point, so it was nice to kind of hear it again over the last couple of days. So Thursday, obviously, it got released. Um, in New Zealand, so 1 o'clock our time on Thursday. So, thankfully, a friend managed to use a VPN, screen record it, and then send it across to me. And yeah, still absolutely love it. I'll be honest, as I've said many times, that day was a whole like a massive blur. It just all rolls into one. When I went to that listening party, so people were asking, did it have a solo and stuff? And I knew it had something, but nothing special. And obviously, since I've listened to it again, it really isn't anything special. But yeah, I have to say I love it. I think it's a great song. Um, is it a rock song? I still don't know if it's a rock song. Some people will say it is, and that's fine. Rock to me is Hey God and Fear and songs like that. Um, Living Proof is still for me in that pop rock category, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's catchy. I think John sounds good on it. Don't get me wrong. I think there's times where his pronunciation, like I find it hard to understand what he's saying, but on the whole, I think he sounds solid enough. I think it gets stuck in your head. Really gets stuck in your head. All of yesterday, to be fair, it was in my head, and today it has been. I've listened to it. I reckon I've listened to this genuinely in the last 24 hours or 48 hours since I got it. I reckon I've listened to it more than Legendary, which says a lot really. I think this should have been the first single. I think the buzz would have been even bigger for this. I know Legendary seems to have done quite well in certain places, but I think if they released this as the first song of the new album, I think it would have done really well. I'm still hoping it does at the moment as I'm doing this. I looked before about 2 minutes ago or whatever it was, before 2 minutes before I started this. It was number 29 in the iTunes charts. I don't know what that means for the overall charts. Um, but that like I kind of follow this page where you can see, and that's decent. Obviously, I'm expecting it to drop out. I'm not expecting it to do anything in the UK charts at all. Um, it's been a long, long time since the band did. It's probably been what 10, 11 years since they had the top 40 hit. So yeah, it's just one of them. But yeah, a little breakdown of it. So obviously we all want a guitar solo. It's crying out for a proper guitar solo, not the one that we got. Start again. Not the one that we got. It's just crying out for one though. It's crying out for Phil X to be let loose, or certainly have that solo and then have Phil X do an outro solo. I think it's just crying out for one. Another criticism for me is I think it's too short. So I feel like it just kind of finishes. But I think that outro could have went on for a little bit, or John could have said living proof a little bit more and stuff like that at the end or whatever. But honestly, apart from that, I give it a good 8 out of 10. I really do. I think it's kind of what we can expect from Bon Jovi now in terms of as rocky as it's going to get. Apparently, Walls of Jericho is rocky as well, but I think that this is going to be as rocky as it gets. I think it's a radio-friendly song. It seems to be on Planet Rock. I know BBC Radio 2 have it as the song of the week and stuff like that, so it's doing all right. But yeah, hopefully, as I said before, it does well in the charts. I think I'd have really liked the video to have gone with it yesterday. I think a video would have been nice to coincide with the release of the song. I know that they've done two different videos, haven't they? They've recorded two videos, whether one of them is living proof or they've decided to change the singles and just release this. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be honest, I'm really excited for the album now. Um, as I said, I think I've heard 5 or 6 songs from it now, and I know there's not a massive amount of songs on the album, but I've pretty much heard half the album, and it's solid enough so far. 1 or 2 songs maybe that were okay. Kiss the Bride being one of them, and I really really like Seeds. Hollow Man seems okay. We Made It Look Easy was decent enough. What was the other song I heard? I can't remember what the other one was. But yeah, I think it all sounds decent enough. Really looking forward to it. I think it's what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that since till the album comes out. So very exciting times. Yeah, there's not much more I can say apart from the fact that I do really enjoy it. I think it's a really good song. It's much better than probably the best single they've released since what? I think This House Not For Sale was a good single. Um, so it's probably the best single since now, which is what, 8 years. Apart from that, before that, maybe something off, maybe No Apologies or something like that. Uh, but yeah, I do think it's the strongest single they've released in a long, long time, and I really hope it does well. John's going to be on American Idol. I don't know if it's tonight or tomorrow night. Time zone, I don't know. And I'm really hoping that they play Live and Prove. I think this is the perfect moment now. Legendary, for me, is pretty much at its day. I think it's time now to move on to the next single, and I really hope that they play it live, but I can't see them doing Legendary. They've played it before, but I really hope Live and Proof gets played tomorrow on American Idol. And yeah, do you know what? 82%. I've done a little voting thing yesterday on Bon Jovi Talk, and 82% of people said that they love Living Proof. I couldn't tell you the last song that had anything like that. I think 5% said they don't like it, which on Bon Jovi Talk, as you know, a lot of the people I certainly interact with, but not the type that kind of suck up to the band. So I think 5% of people saying that they don't like it's brilliant. I don't know how many people voted, but I'm buzzing with that. I think that just says it all. I know it took a few listens for a few people, and then now they seem to really enjoy it. I think we've all got the same criticism. Production, yeah, it's probably, you could make the production sound better, but I think we've just got to expect that now with Shanks. I do actually think 2020 was the best production out of the ones he's done, but I think we've just got to expect that it's not going to be anything major anymore. I think we're always going to get that tinny sound. Um, Obviously, we all wanted the better solo, which is understandable, or some sort of outro. Um, Lyrically, I think it's decent enough. I think the lyrics are pretty decent, to be fair. And yeah, I can see it playing in a stadium. I really can. It looks like the band have been rehearsing for the tour apparently as well. Someone put it up. So yeah, it's exciting times. 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks till the album. Um, it's nice to see the band getting a lot of publicity. I think it's the most publicity they've had for a while. I just really hope it does well. And I hope that we really push for it to do well. Just keep streaming it, keep sharing it. If you're minted, keep buying it. And yeah, let's just try and get it like going up the charts and kind of give it the exposure it needs, give it the praise. It needs It needs, what's the word that I'm thinking of? Yeah, it just needs the exposure. It needs people to know how good it is, and the only way to do that is by sharing it. We use social media as a massive platform for that. I'm trying to think of something where we can all get along and post about it and share it as much as we can. So I might come up with something today. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments about Living Proof. As I said, I've just jumped on. I've had a long day, so I never got time to do it yesterday, and I definitely haven't had the time to do it today until now. So I thought jump on while I've got 10 minutes before I go and do some more bits. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of Living Proof. As I said, in my opinion, it's the best single in a long, long time. It feels like a Bon Jovi song. Um, John sounds good for 80% of it, I'd say. I said it's only the pronunciation that I think is the downfall, but I think the rest of it, he sounds solid. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And as I said, let's keep sharing, let's keep buying, let's keep streaming. Let's work together to try and get this right up in the charts and give it all the promotion and the push that it deserves. Let's go.